We're live! Yay! On the right channel this time! So, real quick, guys, don't forget to join our wonderful Discord channel if you haven't already. Also, PowerScore RPG, thank you for the host. So, yeah, and the Discord channel where you can join up on games. I'm not sure, they might still be looking for players for Sunday night, and Shadowrun is drop in, drop out. There's going to be some stuff opening up here soon. Follow Twitch to find out, get lots of notifications on when the channel is live. Follow here, of course, to get the same thing. And you can subscribe to the channel, gift a sub to somebody special, or just give bits and enjoy the stream. Don't forget to spread the word, because that's the best way you can help everybody and have your friends come join us for all the fun. 3 episodes left here, guys, of Vonwood Legends. And let me fix this a little bit. That's more centered. Ooh, click on the right thing. I am so sorry. It has been a mess today. Alright. Anyways. So, Kyo is back. For a little bit. But we're happy to have Kyo back, of course. And Isabel's locked away. For now. And it is a nice, I believe, Saturday morning? That sounds about right. So, my question is, Fenora, did you go home? Or did you stay with Donna at your aunt and uncle's? I don't know. You have before. That's why I'm asking. I don't know if you did it this time. That's why. Okay. Then in the morning, when you wake up, she's already up. And she's just waiting for you. So when you wake up, she's smiling. She looks a lot happier than she has been in a while. Do you say anything first, or do you wait for her to say something? Okay. I mean, I kind of know how to defend myself. I mean, I guess I'm not as good. And hold on. Try that. Silverstone.
Okay. Was something wrong?
Yeah, they weren't hearing you. Looks like OBS got set back to default. OBS is a gem.
We love OBS in this house.
It's better than other things, but I
sometimes
I absolutely love that it sets your settings back to default randomly. It's great.
It's the freest of systems.
Free of charge. It helps you.
All right, so let's. What were you saying?
Do you need me to
Donna?
repeat
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Repeat what you were
Okay.
saying. To Donna.
I said that because I don't trust that Isabel's gonna stay where she is for very long. I need Donna to learn how to defend herself. And I'm gonna teach her to do that.
To which Donna said that she kind of does know. I mean, she is obviously not as good at it as Renora, but she goes, I mean, but she says, can't we just celebrate the win just for today?
That's what they want you to do. No. No. You can, once you know how to defend yourself, and then you can go about doing whatever you want. But I'm staying here.
Okay. So, where are we going to do this then?
The forest.
Okay. Real quick, Scrub Lord's nephew, thank you for the 5 bits. Thank you so much. Alright, so. Kia.
Thanks for the beer money.
Kyo. Imagine you're either just getting back into town or maybe got back last night. That's up to you.
Yeah, considering how school trips usually go, I'd say we probably got back on Friday night. And so I'm at home like late Friday night probably.
Okay.
So if it's the morning, I'm probably texting and being like, "Hey, what I miss?"
Well, you do
Just
know
in
some
our
of it
little-
because they've been putting some of it in the
Group chat.
So you would know.
That's a nightmare.
You'd know a lot about what Venora and Ada were sharing about Isabel. Which is mostly just that she's a Jinn, that she may be a little full of herself. Might believe she's older than she is. I do believe you and Ada discussed her believing she could save her brother.
Mm.
I don't think there was a whole lot more because Charles is keeping some information to himself.
Well, you also noticed that there's BeaverFan5812 in your chat.
I forgot about that.
Right. Great.
Okay, so my first question is going to be, who's this person? Who are you? Just that. Just who are you?
A useful friend. Don't worry about it.
Ominous as hell. I'm just going to text Venora. What the fuck?
I would know that that's my guidance counselor, right?
Yeah, you know it's him.
Okay, I'd say it's the new guidance counselor at school. He's trying to keep up a charade that he's a teenage girl.
And again. What the fuck? What the fuck?
A lot of stuff happens. Yeah. We could have used your help. But you were away, so we had to do without.
Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if you need anything.
Alright.
That's
No
all.
problem.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Uh, that's it. You're not gonna suggest to join up with everybody or anything.
I don't know like what's going on. Like I've heard that like shit happened, but I'm assuming that like it got handled, you know? Maybe I'll ask like how Donna is doing. But other than that, like I wouldn't know if they were doing anything to meet up with,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So I'd be just like unpacking, doing laundry, getting shit done after a long ass school trip.
Okay, that makes sense. Then Charles, Saturday morning, you don't have to be at the school.
Thank God.
Yeah, you don't have to be at the school. No, obviously no work on Saturdays. What are you doing?
This day, I'm actually going to the library to look up the Norse runes information, trying to get as much information on the runes as I can, especially because I can't get in touch with Ada right now.
Yeah, Ada, who is taking her one day off to go join up with her family to do something. So you are gonna go to the library. Is there anything specific you want to know about the runes?
I'm more so looking into how to unlock those keys that are already in there.
Okay.
And any history about the staff.
All right. Let's see. Roll clever for the runes. Okay, so
Not bad.
you would know that the first rune, which, the first rune that seems to have been placed, you could kind of tell when you look at them by dirt and such, is, and I'm about to butcher some names here, so Algiz, something like that. It's sort of looks like a stick man without a head and one leg. So it's just or I guess a tree branch, just little 3 little points there. It's a protective rune, much like all the runes that are in there, along with Kano, which looks like a C kind of, except for it's really hard angles. And then, judging by the hole, because you haven't seen the key yourself, you would think that the last rune is Perth. And those are all protection runes. With a 4, you find out the keys were all made by a single blacksmith. And then to keep them safe, they were given to 3 family. Sorry, I didn't notice that either. Apparently our title says Legends, not Legends. So
Everything's working perfect.
it is. We'll just
We are doing our best.
We're
Yep.
changing the name of the show.
The show has changed.
I want to point out, I did not change the title myself. But I'm sure Thrak does his best at all times. I know he does, as a matter of fact, so we'll let it slide. But anyways, so they were given the 3 powerful families. Most were lost to history, or at least any history you can find. At least until you know the one popped up that Isabel found that may or may not have got her family killed.
Gotcha.
The other one might have just been really well hidden with the family. And then Donna's actually changed hands a couple times. A couple different families have protected that particular rune.
Alright.
You would also know that each key itself is a puzzle. So, well, the rune itself seems pretty simple. The key has to be placed in a certain way. So when looking at the key, it doesn't just look like Perth or any of the other runes. You have to move it until it fits in the slot.
Okay. Alright, and I was gonna look up something about the staff, but I got distracted by something you said. What can I find out about Lycoraz? Because I never met him.
About who?
Was it Lycoraz?
Oh,
Lycoan?
Lycoan?
Lycoan.
You can definitely find out about that if you would rather find about that instead of the staff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, what you would know from Ada before rolling is that he was sort of this big bad, came into town, seemingly killed a bunch of people. You can gather a couple of points from a few things that you've already found that he was, and what Isabel has kind of told people, that he seems to have been the first one trying to collect the keys. If you want to know more, go ahead and do a clever roll.
Not so great, it's a 1.
So with a 1, you find some very basic details. You don't find his...
I don't get a social security.
Sorry, I just watched Thrak find out that it was wrong and thing. It's okay. We still love you, Thrak. But what you find, you don't find like in a history through the ages. You find the very, very first mentioning of Lycoan. Way, way back in Greek mythology, where Lycoan was a hero and a king originally. But then he decided to test the gods. To test Zeus specifically. So him and some of his older sons murdered his youngest son and chopped him up and served him to Zeus. For such a slight, Zeus, as the myth goes, turned him into a wolf. And any of his kin.
Gotcha, so he's like known to be or thought to be the first werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sure that's great. Alright, and I do know that the children believe they have disposed of him.
Yes. Yeah, you would know that.
Do you want to know about that story?
Do I?
It's a funny one.
It's pretty funny. They shrunk him down, put him in a jar until they
Decapitated him.
Oh yeah, they decapitated him. Separated the body parts until they could get a special kind of mistletoe to officially kill him.
Gotcha. And did they do that? Or did they just think about doing
Yeah,
that?
we did that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
no,
we
they
did
did
that.
that. They did that. They
Oh,
made
thank
sure
God.
it was
No,
done.
I wanted to squish him like a jelly bean.
I did
It's a
too.
good thing we didn't do that.
I would
It's a
just
good
squish it
thing
like a
we
jelly
didn't.
bean.
But it would have been so much fun to
It
do
would
so.
have been.
Yeah, this is after the super powerful badass went through the protective shielding that most werewolves couldn't go through, and he walked into the basement
Got shrunk.
and got hit with
got
a
shrunk.
potion and got shrunk.
He got
so.
hit with the highest potion, or the slow mo potion. I can't remember.
Both. It
And
was
then-
both.
Oh yeah,
Both,
that
and
slow mo
then the shrinking
potion was technically the potion that made them feel high.
Oh right. So he got hit with the highest potion and kicked his ass, shrunk him down, and decapitated him.
Well, good work on that, guys.
And did you want to
I think we
research
disposed of
the
him.
staff?
Bullshit.
Sure, while I'm here. Another 4 for
Have
clarify.
another 4, so
Nice.
the staff is the staff originally called the Staff of Osiris, and that's the name I will use because I don't have any other names for it off the top of my head, but originally called the Staff of Osiris. From what you gather, the reason being is because according to Egyptian mythology, Osiris died, was brought back as the god of the underworld, and that's what from what you can tell, the staff has caused several problems throughout history. There's references to it as far back, or some pretty big disasters anyways go back to things like it being involved in like the Black Plague, and that some pieces of the Black Plague might have been hunters covering up for somebody using the staff to raise hordes of undead. But you would know that the staff does it'll bring somebody back. And in theory, though the theory has never actually been tested because people get power hungry, but it's supposed to be powerful enough to restore someone back to life. The problem being is, if you use it to raise more than one person, or it raises more than one person, it does not bring them back to life. It brings them back as a zombie.
Gotcha. So it's the difference between raising and animating dead.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's gonna be. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna research that. I don't think I'm gonna tell the kids anything.
Okay.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
That's
This is
fair.
why kids don't like adults.
I'm not gonna sit you down and be like, "Oh, here's a nuclear weapon."
What do you think I'm gonna do with it?
Use it.
No.
To be fair, I would not trust Venora with a nuclear weapon.
What
barely-
would I
Like me
do with
right
it?
now in my body.
It's a bad idea that I know about it.
I believe we had a conversation about Venora not being the scalpel, Venora being the chainsaw. So, yeah,
When was this?
I believe Monk brought it up last week.
I don't remember this at all, but okay.
It was during your reveal.
I was distracted. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we will actually cut back to Venora as
Yeah.
you and Donna trek through the woods. And
Okay.
as you do that, Venora, you hear, like it's right next to your ear,
Mhm.
but whispery. You can, if it weren't for your werewolf hearing, you're not even sure you'd hear it. And you just hear Venora. Donna's in front of you.
That's
Hi.
fucked up.
I don't want to go straight, like, all the way into the woods. I want to be in the, like, tree line next to the house. So close enough that if something happens, I can be there.
Yep. No,
All
that's
right.
fine.
gonna leave that be. Focus on what is at hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that my goal here is I think you'll be ready to defend yourself once you can defeat both my little brothers at the same time. So, let me get
How
them
old
over
are
here.
they? Because
They're
I want
like
to know how demeaning this. Like I
10
want to know
or
how.
12. They're twins.
All right. That's
Um,
good. That's good. All right. All right.
So I'm gonna.
Is this a scene from Brave?
No. I haven't seen Brave, so. I'm gonna get them over here, and in the meantime, as they're coming over, I'm going to show her the basics. Just run down the basics.
Okay. Well, let's see how good you do in running down the basics. Yeah, you're teaching someone, so roll me a clever roll.
Wouldn't it be careful?
Mm,
I'm doing this slowly and methodically. That sounds like
I'll give you careful.
Alright.
So, you very carefully, very methodically, teacher.
Yay!
You're mostly sure that she understood. Nobody gets hurt while you're teaching, which is, since you did it carefully, which is a big, big bonus. So now do you want her to apply that?
Sorry, what?
Do you want her to apply that in wrestling with your brothers?
With one brother to start.
Okay.
One brother, and then once I think she knows enough, we can pummel her to the ground.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Are you teaching her your fighting style?
I taught her the basics, so like
Okay.
I don't
Not
know.
so much the pouncing.
Not
So-
yet, no.
I'm gonna roll her careful because that's how you taught her. To see
Okay.
how she does. And let's see how your brother does.
Oh,
So,
I'm disappointed in him.
I do know that I have names for your brothers, but I'm not going to look them up at the moment.
I
So
can find them.
I'm just going to
Let me
fill
find
them
them.
in. So, he just, as boys do, tries to muscle his way through this, and she cues it. At first, it looks like it's working, but she remembers some of the techniques you taught her, specifically revolving around how leverage is generally better than pure strength, and eventually manages to throw him on the ground.
Yay!
And so she kind of wins the
That one.
round one.
Okay.
And I'm assuming, do you want her to go up against your other brother then first?
Yeah,
So
the other one, just for good measure.
Okay. Well. So she rolls a 2 again. Apparently that's just her skill level. So your other brother's a little cocky. He's laughing at the one who got thrown around because, as brothers do, he obviously thinks that he's gonna win. I'm gonna roll his flashy. he does this in the most outrageous way he can think of. So he's like messing around, like doing WWE style moves. But he is going over the top. But he does manage to pin Donna to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So she managed to take one on,
One.
but not the other.
Okay.
It may or may not have been because she was too busy laughing at his ridiculousness. But, you know, that's if you believe her, I guess.
Mm. Okay.
Fair.
So, what's your next step?
I guess I'll try to show her a bit more advanced and try to get her into the mindset of trying to ask her why she lost and how she can do better.
Okay. So, when you ask her how she lost, she's flustered. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't ready for that.
You're never gonna be ready for anything. Not in a fight. That's the whole point of it.
Okay.
So what you have to do is use what you have to the best that you can. He was showing off, and you could have pinpointed his weak spots immediately. And he wouldn't have been able to defend that, because he was trying to show off.
Okay. And how do I do that?
I would show her a couple techniques on her of here's a weak spot, this is a good thing to do, if you can hold him in a headlock.
Okay. So how are you teaching her this stuff? Are you
Hands on, so I guess one-on-one sparring kind of.
Are you still being slow and methodical, or are you
Trying my best, yeah.
Okay. So roll careful. We'll see how you do. I mean, you don't do bad. I mean, yeah, there is one moment where you do throw her and she kind of lands a little awkwardly, but she's fine.
Okay.
You don't hurt her. You think you might have for a second, but she's fine. She is aware Coyote, so she does heal as fast as you. So not a big deal. And I mean, you're teaching her. How well she's absorbing it is, you know, something that you'll only be able to see from testing her. Do you think it's time for her to go at your brothers with some more advanced techniques, or what's the deal?
Me and her are gonna fight a little bit peacefully.
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to hurt her, but we're gonna go one-on-one for a couple times, show her what to do, what you can do, what not to do, cause then this happens. And
Okay.
and
So-
then once I think she's ready, I'll have my twins go at her.
So one of the times you guys go to the ground and you get back and you're separated. Once again, you hear right in your ear, "Is there somebody standing behind you?" And this time, you are pretty sure Donna is behind you.
Okay.
As you're like getting up, your back is facing her, and you hear again, real whispery, real close to your ear, "You can save me."
Okay. I'm gonna defend. Because I think Donna's behind me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do in your defense?
I'm gonna put my arms up. And stay low
Okay.
and wait for an opportunity to knock her off balance.
Okay. Well, so you duck real low, and you put your arms up, and Donna goes, "What are you doing?"
I thought you were behind me.
I mean,
It's okay.
if you're facing that direction, I guess I am, but wasn't like right behind you.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It's alright.
Okay.
Anyway, where were we?
And you continue with your training. So, as you keep going, as you approach the end, are you going to have her face both your brothers, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll roll that out real quick.
Yeah! There we go.
She's apparently getting better. She listened to you, was able to pinpoint the weaknesses of the one brother, and, much like you taught her, pinpoints the weaknesses of both of them. One, trying to show off, be flashy, he thinks he's got this, and the other, who's trying to use raw strength to win. She manages to use one brother to pin the other one to the ground.
Yeah! There, you did it. Good job. Now I don't have to worry about you anymore. Because you got this.
Oh, okay. Thanks, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go inside and get something to eat, because I'm hungry.
Okay. So you're heading inside, and as you approach the door, do you hold the door open for everybody, or do you just go in ahead of them?
I'd leave the door open.
You just leave it open and go in?
I'm ahead of them, so I'd leave it open for them to follow, and I'm expecting the last person to close it.
Okay. So well, you prop the door open, you head inside, and just as you're entering the kitchen, nobody else is in there with you, or nobody else is in there. Pretty sure nobody is in the house with you at all. But you're not entirely sure. You hear, once again, this time in your other ear, slightly different sounding voice, whisper, "Please help. Please help me, Venora."
I'm gonna give a really strong, exasperated sigh, and then just cross my arms like, you know I'm the worst person to ask for help, right?
You said there wasn't gonna be any spooky ghost shit, and I am starting to think that you are a liar.
I did say there wasn't going to be anything undead. You're right. And there hasn't been, but there is a magical staff that might have certain powers.
To bring people back from life.
Yeah. See, when I said that, I mostly meant it as I didn't want you guys to be undead creatures. But...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So... But... I also didn't know where it was going.
That's fair.
So...
That's totally fair.
And you can't actually prove it's a ghost. For all you know, it might just be the staff messing.
It could be. Or it could be Isabel. But I doubt it. She doesn't have that long of a reach, so...
And with that,
you're totally fair. I'm just making fun of you.
That's fine.
So we have fun here.
gonna jump over to Charles. And I got a question for you, Charles. Have you ever lost anybody close to you?
He would say no, but there probably is somebody in his past.
It was a pet. It was a pet. It was a pet goldfish.
It would not have been a pet. He would not have kept
it was a goldfish! As a kid, you had a goldfish that you loved. And it died. It lived for like 10 years, too.
They get real big.
Yeah. But you'll
Oh my
love
God.
this thing.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yes!
Okay.
But as well as that, we might want to put some people in there too.
It's boring.
It can't just be that.
Let's also say there was someone in the past on a job that went badly that I left behind, but I've always felt a little guilty about.
So, like a girlfriend?
Sure.
Alright.
Sure.
Yes. And that's about it.
Okay.
So, a girlfriend and a goldfish. All by the same name. Both of them had the same name.
I called them both the same name because I thought it was cute to give her that nickname.
Okay, but this isn't something that Charles would necessarily tell just anybody.
Anyone. He wouldn't tell anyone.
Okay. In which case, what are you doing right now? At this moment, are you still at the library?
I'd be at the library till about noon, and then towards evening I'd just be hanging out, and then at night I want to go see if I can find the sheriff at a bar.
Okay, so I'd say with them having wrestled around, it would be probably about noon, if not just a little bit past. So what would you do what would you be doing as you leave the library? What would be your plan?
Hit up the convenience store, get a sandwich, and then think about going to the woods, but probably put that off till tomorrow.
Okay, so as you're leaving the convenience store with your sandwich, oh yeah, no, we didn't. I know you have a car, so you're getting in your car, and then you sit here, right in next to your ear, real whispery, very distinctly feminine voice that you think you recognize. Say, "You can help me. Please save me."
Alright, I'll get back out of my car and listen very carefully for surrounding people.
There's a couple who are getting back in their car with some snacks. There's somebody who's listening to music at like the end of the parking lot. They look like they're waiting for somebody. And there's a couple people pumping gas. But they're
Alright, I'm just gonna give them all
nobody
the
really close
eyeball.
to you. Yeah, nobody's really close to you though.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna look around for a sec, but I think that I'm just gonna get back in my car.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I have a small piece of obsidian dagger with me.
Okay. So I'll jump over to Kia. So Kia, has Kia ever lost anybody really, really close to him?
Actually, I'm gonna answer with yes, because I can tie it into him being non-confrontational, and it kind of gives a reason for that. A little bit of character building. I'm gonna say that probably a couple of years ago, like his best friend, killed herself, and he blamed himself for it so much that he's like, I'm just not gonna make any new friends. I'm not going to get close to people because he feels like he caused it. And so that's what I'm gonna answer with.
Okay. Okay. So, assuming you're still going about your household chores that you had to catch up on after being gone, whatever you're doing, you hear in your ear, like everybody else, whispery voice that you are somewhat certain you recognize. And this one says, "It hurts, Kyo. It hurts." I'll let you decide if anybody's home with you.
If anyone's home, he has enough charm. So he wouldn't be able to hear it, you know, if anyone even was home. Because I remember saying that, because he has a big family, and he likes to have his alone time, and so he soundproofed his own room, so he wouldn't be able to hear it from anyone else. He brushes it off. He's like, no, that I was just hearing shit.
Okay.
He just brushes it off. That was nothing. That wasn't real, essentially.
Okay.
Sorry for making it so heavy.
No, that's fine. It's fine. We're all good. I'm just trying to think here. So, do you have any other plans for the day then? You gonna go try to find Drew or anything?
You know, he's probably gonna send a text out to Drew and also to the group chat, forgetting that the guidance counselor is now in the group chat, and just says like, I'm back and free to hang out if anyone wants to or needs, like, anyone wants to do anything or needs any help. To kind of not like adding Drew to the group chat, but like to the group chat and then separately to Drew also.
Okay. So you send that. Before Venora answers, she does get the text, but before that, you're getting your snack, whatever it is. Donna's sitting there with you. She looks over it and she goes, "Okay, so now that that's over with, like, can we go, like, do something, like, go to the mall or something, please?"
You can, if you want. I'm staying here.
Come on, let's go have some fun or something.
No thanks.
No thanks. No fun for me. Okay. Do you answer Kyo then?
Venora's a no.
I'm gonna look at it. Go, hey, look, someone might want to go with you, and show her the group chat.
Yeah, because that's what Kyo wants to do. Go to the mall.
I don't know, Kyo. I don't care.
So Kyo, you get a message that's not from the group chat. Wait, no, Donna is in the group chat. So you'd get a message in the group chat from Donna saying, "Do you want to go to the mall?" You would also get a message from Drew asking what you want to do.
I'm gonna reply to the group chat and say, Donna, you're a sweetheart, but malls are definitely not my thing. Thanks, though. And then to Drew be like, I don't have any, what's the word? I'm forgetting the word. Fuck. I don't have any preference. Thank you. That's a good enough word. I don't have any preference. Care.
Yeah, so you get back. Are you hungry?
Sure. Yeah. I forget. It's a small town. They probably have like a Dairy Queen, right?
You guys
Yeah.
went for Froyo with Drew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Past episode.
There's Froyo. There's probably a Dairy Queen. I know we established there's a Denny's.
Yes.
Yes, I remember
The
that.
places,
That's
the
what
places.
I was thinking. I'll text back. Do you want to go to the Denny's? True love starts at a Denny's at 3 a.m.
Nothing good happens at
I know it's not.
3 a.m.
You're gonna
I know it's not
message.
3 a.m.
Just says, sure. Do you want me to pick you up?
Thumbs up. He gives just a thumbs up back.
Okay, so yeah, he you get a thumbs up as well. Donna puts a frowny face in the chat. But no, she then heads up to the room she's been staying in to get ready to go to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll cut back over to Charles again. Was there anything else before tonight, before you go to try to see if you can find the sheriff in the mall or anything that you do to get ready, to find more information?
I'm gonna go buy a nice bottle of cologne.
Okay.
And a lot of malls have bars at them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not planning too much because I'm just planning on, like, being there. So I'm not gonna, like, aggressively hit on the sheriff because I think that would go poorly.
Okay, so, like, yeah, I mean, it's a small town mall. It's maybe got, like, 12 stores in it max, and most of them are pretty small. But I mean, it's more or less just a place for teenagers to go and hang out. You can definitely go there and find a bottle of cologne.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to spend too long, but I'd want to, like, observe the people, see the way they move, seeing if anyone seems to be dangerous and special.
I mean, you're Kitsune. Roll me careful to see if you notice anybody.
I got a 3.
Yeah, you notice a couple of people. The first person you notice is a security guard. Is definitely watching people, keeping a really close eye to him. You're not entirely sure what he might be, but you're not convinced that he's completely human. There's a few teenagers that walk by you that you're absolutely certain are probably some kind of were creature, likely werewolf, but you don't think that they're from Venora's family.
Gotcha.
And I mean, nobody's specifically dangerous, but you do notice a couple of people that aren't.
Standard.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't spend too long in the mall because I still look like everybody's guidance counselor, and that's weird to see teachers out in public.
At least you admit it. Like, it's extremely weird. Like, at least you as a guidance counselor know that fact.
Oh, teachers, no.
Good.
So, cutting back over to Venora. Venora, you're downstairs. I'm assuming still eating because it hasn't been that long. You
said nobody's home?
Yeah, right now it's just you.
Yeah, this is a problem.
I mean, you and your brothers and such.
Yeah, but still.
Well,
Okay,
one, they
sorry.
think the threat's over. Two, some of them have day jobs and stuff that they have to get
Yeah,
to.
I understand. I'll talk to him later about it. It's just I'm gonna stay here. Sorry. Anyway.
Uh, you hear Donna scream upstairs.
Just a sigh.
Deal with this. How do I know the combination to the safe?
Probably, maybe. Roll me a d20 and see if you're. Let's see if you're lucky. You do know the combination to the safe.
Good. All right. If I go see her, someone else is gonna go for the safe.
I mean, maybe. You don't know why she's screaming. You just heard her scream.
All right. Can I use scent or anything to figure out if there's someone else in the house?
Absolutely. You don't even have to roll because all you smell is Donna. I mean, with that 5, you would get it anyways. You smell Donna. You smell your brothers. You smell the faint traces of the pack coming and going. But you don't smell anybody else in the house.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna move to the door of the office and open it and make sure I can see the safe.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna call for Donna and ask if she's okay.
She's gonna run down the stairs. She's panicking a little bit. Like, she's hyperventilating a little bit. There's tears starting to well up in her eyes, and she... I heard him. He
You heard your brother, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. It's not just you. The thing that spooked me was, somebody that I cared about. So, I think we got a ghost among us. Or something like that. I don't know.
Venora, my family's been all over the world. I'm pretty sure the one thing that's not real is ghosts.
It's a pin in the subject for right now, because right now it's unexplainable. We're just gonna blame it on a ghost, okay?
Okay. If you say so, I guess.
Whatever you do,
It's a ghost for now.
don't follow it, okay? It's a bad idea.
Oh. Okay. On second thought, I don't think I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna go lay down.
Alright. Have a nice nap.
So she heads back upstairs. And as she does so, you hear 2 very distinct voices. You can definitely tell that there's 2 different voices. They both say, "Help us, Venora."
No. I don't believe in psychics.
You hear that voice, but Venora, don't you miss me? It's been so long.
You're gone. You stay dead.
Sorry. That's what it sounded like.
It's okay.
Then the other voice says, Venora, you can make everything right. It's your fault I'm dead. Help me.
That's fucked up.
I'm not gonna reply to that one. I'm just gonna sit on the safe and
You're
read a
gonna-
book.
Oh, you're gonna sit on the
I'm
safe.
gonna sit on the safe and
you're
read a
gonna-
book.
You're gonna get a lot closer to the safe. That's what you're doing. You're gonna sit on the safe.
Yes. No one's gonna get it.
Okay. You sit on the safe, and when you do, two images sort of shimmer in front of you. One is a younger girl that by now you only vaguely remember, that I still have not named, by the way. The other is Christine,
Okay.
and they're standing in front of you.
Go away.
They don't move. They don't react. They don't respond.
Alright, then I'll ignore them by reading a book.
The Venora thing to do. Read a book.
Got nothing else to do. I'm waiting for the family to come back. But every once in a while, I'll peek up to see if they're still there.
And every time you do, they are.
Every once in a while, I'll give them the middle finger.
Fuck off.
So time passes. Eventually, your family, PD, the couple of your cousins come in, leave again, but eventually PD does come back. Comes in, he walks into his office, does a double take because you're sitting on his safe, not in the chair, not somewhere more comfortable, but you're specifically in his office, sitting on the safe.
Mm-hmm.
Venora, do I want to know?
I know that you're the alpha and everything, but can we please talk about security?
What do you mean, Venora? This Isabel girl's locked away, like Owen's dead.
But with those events, it should be aware that this key is something that people want. Who knows what the hellhole is going to bring back to get it back?
Oh, when you
If
say-
no one's going to be home, it needs to stay with someone. It can't be left unattended. Ever.
So you say you don't know what the safe could do, what it could bring back, and you hear, Venora, it's me. It's me it can bring back.
Shush it.
Is-
I'm talking.
PD shakes his head and he goes, look, life has to go on. I can't ask people to take any more days off.
I understand that. So, someone should bring it with them wherever they go. Someone strong enough that they can fend off an attack and come back here when they need to.
Okay. I'll think about it. I'll talk to your father about it. We'll figure out a plan. But for now, the safe should be safe. I changed the combo. I had Kiyo's parents come over and put some magic on the safe. They can't just walk up and open it anymore. I don't even know how that happened before, but it's the safe's protected. I put more security on that safe.
Fine. I guess. It's just, if it happens again... maybe it's a lost cause by then, because, you know, it's only gonna get worse. Speaking of which... I think we got a ghost.
Venor, literally, I've never seen any lore that says ghosts are real.
Okay, well, just to keep in mind, I've had, voices whispering around in my head, and Donna has voices whispering around in her head, and when I approached the safe, I saw vestiges of Christine, so I don't know what is going on, but for right now, I'm gonna blame it on a ghost, because I have nothing to explain this, but just be aware that the ghost is out to get you to open the safe. I'm pretty sure. I don't like this. This doesn't make sense. And I don't trust anyone. And then I'm gonna leave.
As you do that, he sighs, sits down in his chair, and he goes, Fedora, maybe you should talk to someone. Donna, too.
Never!
Venora, you've lost someone close to you, and so is Donna. Maybe you both need to talk to someone. It could help you.
Alright. Sure.
Okay.
You're not going to, are you?
I'll talk to your father. And we'll figure this out. I promise.
Okay. Just don't do anything stupid.
I'd ask you not to either, but I have this feeling.
I'm a kid, I can still get away with this. Gotta live it up while I can.
Teens.
Yeah, he sighs again. Try to have fun today, Venora. You got a big win.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No. No, I didn't.
Also, now that you've left, two things. One is that you can't see the vestiges of Christine and I don't know. We'll say her name was Jessica.
Okay.
You can't see them anymore. And also, inside of your leg itches painfully.
Okay.
Like you don't know what it is. You just know that it seems painful and somewhat itchy.
Poke it. Gonna sit down and poke it.
You do that. From what you can tell, you seem to have some either like boils or hives on the inside of your leg, like around your knee joint.
Can I take a guess that it was from sitting on the safe?
Roll clever to see if you would think that it's from sitting on the safe. You're not sure. You're pretty sure that there could be any factor if it's hives, allergens, something. But part of you thinks, yeah, it might be from the safe.
Okay. I'm gonna peek in to the room and say, this is embarrassing, but did you happen to coat the safe with Wolfsbane or something like that?
No, not Wolfsbane, but they're one of the defensive spells, like a boil spell or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Gotcha. Thanks. I'm gonna leave. Keep the shame to myself.
Okay. What do you do now that you've left the office?
Is anyone else home?
Your aunt is now home. She seems to be making dinner in the kitchen. Your brothers are still around somewhere, possibly outside. And Donna is still upstairs taking a nap.
Okay. I'm gonna sit on the couch and play some video games.
Okay. While you do that, your phone buzzes.
Okay.
If you look at it, you have a text from your mother.
I will look at it.
It says, "Haven't seen you in a while."
Been busy.
I haven't been home in a while, but I'll just say I'm busy. That works for teenagers, right?
I'm gonna think about it. He's home, she's home. I don't like it, but fine. I'll say I'll be home in a bit.
Okay. Yep. I mean, that's what she says. She takes back. Okay.
I'll ask her if she wants me to bring the twins.
Says please.
Okay. I'll round them up and go home.
Do you take Donna with you?
No.
Okay.
Taking a nap.
So you head home. And as you do that, Keo, Drew shows up to pick you up and take you to Denny's.
All right, we're going to Denny's. Okay, so like I guess I'll just ask like how everything's been for the bit that I've been gone, just like around school and stuff.
School's been weird. Nora's made herself a bit of a pariah. Or at least she had, but now the girl who was responsible for it is in jail, apparently. Like you said, things have been weird. I mean, her and Alex were hanging out. There was a rumor for a little bit that they were dating.
Of course there was.
There's always a rumor.
He started it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, I also put her in for prom queen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Alright.
I will murder someone if they make
Homecoming
me
queen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, homecoming queen. I forgot that you did that.
Same.
Oh, the worst. No, no.
I'm not evil.
Let's see. I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, and I, somehow Venora's name ended up on the voting list for homecoming queen.
I can guarantee you she did not do that. I can guarantee you.
I figured.
But you voted for me anyway, just to be a bully.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna vote for her. Oh, definitely. No question about it.
You are the worst. You are the worst. I don't like you.
Deserve nice things. You deserve nice things.
No.
I'm not gonna rig it so you're the winner.
Maybe.
But you're
This
not
school is
going to
cruel.
rig it.
As
This
long as
school
you
is
don't
cruel. We're gonna be like, you know what? What we should do is all vote for her so that we can make fun of her when she shows up.
No,
That's
I'm
fun.
not making fun of you. No.
This isn't Stephen King.
We're not going to turn you into Carrie. We're just going to let you enjoy something normal.
Normal is scary. I don't like it.
Normal.
So so I probably just make a bunch of jokes about Venora being the next homecoming queen. Again, not in a mean way, in a lighthearted way. There's a difference.
Okay. You get to Denny's, you get seated, you order, and as you wait for your food, Drew, speaking of homecoming, I know it's not really your thing, but I was
This isn't in character. This isn't in character. Oh no. Alright, continue.
But
Continue.
I was wondering if you might want to go to homecoming.
There's two ways I can do this. Because here's the thing, is that he did not specify with me. So is Kyo just a dumbass? or is he gay enough to pick up on the sign? Text in. Vote on your phones now. Alright. I'm gonna say, God, I really want to do the dumbass. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll to see if he's a dumbass, just to look, like, playing up and
Okay.
down.
Right in the middle, so I believe it is up to you.
Oh, great.
You want to flip a coin?
Let's try one more time. All right, so he knows what he understands. I needed a definite. I wouldn't have been able to make that decision on my own. So he goes, like with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. As long as this isn't some kind of sick ass like Carrie joke thing, yeah, sure, definitely.
No, of course not. I've been meaning to ask for a while, and then you went off to that science thing, and I just thought it was kind of now or never. I just,
Yeah, definitely, yeah, sure. Let's go. As long as I don't mysteriously die. Meet Death's Scythe. That part's not. He didn't. I'm making a laugh. 2, I'm not. I'm not funny.
Oh, okay. You're cutting out a lot for us. I think we
I'm
might
so
have just-
sorry. He just goes, yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay. Awesome. He smiles. Awesome. That's great. And we're gonna head to break on a happy note this time.
For once.
For once, we're
Yay.
gonna head to break on a happy note. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. And for all the people watching, hope you're having as much fun as we are. Remember to get up, stretch out, get a drink, get a snack, do what you need to. We'll see you in a little bit.
Good.
And we're back for more fun. So
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
Oh, I'm having fun.
You're having fun holding
I'm-
all the cards.
That's how it's fun.
Hey, listen. That's why you DM. Then you always hold all the cards.
Maybe.
Makes sense.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways, we haven't gotten to Charles in a while. So, Charles, we're gonna actually skip ahead. So it's later. I assume you're trying the bars at this point to see if you can't find the sheriff. So, roll me a luck roll to see how well you do.
Just a d20?
Yep.
About average.
About average. So it's going to take you a few bars before you get any sign of the sheriff.
That's fine. I'm willing to spend a couple hours just bar hopping anyway.
Okay. So do you drink while you're at these bars?
A little bit, yeah. Like, I'll order something not that heavy. Like, I'll order a beer at most of them unless I see the sheriff. Or just spend a little time, not drink the whole beer.
Okay. And are you hoping to find the sheriff off duty?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm looking to find them off duty, I'd really just drink a lot of beers and get in a car and sit outside the station. But that's a bad plan.
Hey, that might be
A little bit.
Yeah. So after about your fifth bar, you do find the sheriff. She sitting up at the she's actually at the bar. She's got like some kind of sipping drink, like a scotch or something. She's technically still in her uniform, but she's got like the shirt unbuttoned, like the
Blouse?
button up. Yeah, the blouse is unbuttoned. She's does have a top underneath and stuff, but she's unbuttoned the work uniform because screw it, it's done for the day. So,
done for the week.
done for the week. As much as you can be as the sheriff.
Yeah.
But she's, from the limited views you've seen of her, she's about as relaxed as you've ever seen her.
Well, that's good. Are there a lot of other people in the bar? Saturday night.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, so there's a few people. There's quite a few people. It's a small town. There's not a whole lot for people to do.
I'm thinking about how I would approach this. Alright, so is there any way I could get one guy to spill his drink on another guy?
I mean, yeah. If that's your intention, roll me a sneaky roll.
Just a one.
With a 1, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get two guys to start arguing with each other so I can step in and calm them down.
And how do you go about that?
Mostly by slightly sneakily tripping one of them into the other.
Okay. You don't do that.
Okay.
What
You
happened?
can roll fate.
Nope. Gonna let him roll.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you could, yeah, you could try to change your roll, but with a 1, you don't do that. The 1, you tangle his foot around yours, and you fall over,
That's...
and so you hit the floor, spilling your drink, and the guy you tried to trip goes, Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? You need to watch where you're going.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna provoke him. I'm just gonna, like,
Are you just gonna
look like a
lay?
doofus.
Are you just gonna
Gonna
lay on
lay
the
there
ground?
defeated.
No, I'm gonna pick up my drink and start sitting up and standing up and being like, hey, could you give me a hand up? And I'll just hold up my hand to him.
Sorry.
Careful. We can't
He-
have our GM dying.
He's the only one who knows how it ends.
Yeah.
You're the one holding all the cards.
Yeah. He doesn't help you up, but the sheriff gets up. She walks over. She pulls you up. She looks at
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Rough night.
Yeah. Yeah. New to
Just a little
town. It's not going so well. It's a strange town.
Gets stranger by the minute.
Oh, I'm Charles Wagner. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're the.
By the way. Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna make a joke.
Oh, you're the new guidance counselor, right?
Oh yeah, I guess word travels fast in tiny towns.
Yeah, you usually. But my son keeps talking about you.
Really? Oh, that's good to know I'm having an impact. So what, you got a son in high school? That's good to know. So, obviously I was gonna ask what you do for a living, but it's a little, obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. No, normally I don't come here right after my shift, but
No, nothing about that.
it's been a particularly long few weeks actually.
Oh, wow. You look hungry. Do you want to get some, like, snacks or something? Maybe some mozzarella sticks from the bar?
Some
Yes,
peanut
please.
mozzarella
It
sticks.
works better than you think.
Mozzarella sticks sound amazing.
So yeah, I'm gonna order some bar food and, start chatting with her.
Okay. What's your goal?
My goal is to just kind of introduce myself in a positive light. Before, it would have been a little more intense, but we already have the key from her. I don't know what I need. I just want to start making this approach easier next time.
Okay.
When I need something, I want to have that access.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to be charming. It's not what I'm best at, but
Okay. I guess you could. I think I'm either have you roll either clever because you are trying to cleverly position yourself, or sneaky because you have hidden motives. So either one.
I'm gonna go with clever. Actually, that feels a little more to me.
Okay.
And it's a 3.
A 3. So with a 3, you're actually pretty sure you're doing well. The sheriff, she keeps drinking. So she actually starts to get a little tipsy.
Mm.
So she starts to laugh at your jokes. And
They're not good.
stuff.
They're bad jokes.
But she's getting pretty tipsy. So she actually at some point you notice that she starts laughing at your terrible jokes and such. She eats way more of any of the food you offer her
Oh, that's fine.
than you do. So right now your plan is working amazingly. So like
Too
Claire,
bomb,
He's
actually.
gonna fall in love with you.
the sheriff is happy. she's had a long week, so it's seems like at the moment a pretty good night for her. But she's gonna look at the clock and go, "Oh, damn it! I should probably go home."
Before you go, you should probably have a glass, some coffee, maybe some water.
Oh, I was just gonna walk. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm the sheriff. It'd look kind of bad if I drove home
yeah.
after this, but yeah, no, I was just planning on walking.
I'd offer to join you, but to walk you home, but you've got it covered. You know what you're doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks for a fun night. She slaps you on the shoulder and heads to the door.
I'm fine with
Wobbly.
that. Mission accomplished in my book.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the sheriff's good graces at the moment. She doesn't hate you.
That will change
Doesn't
someday.
hate your guts.
I'm expecting that to go south fast, but not yet.
Look, as long as she still thinks you're Charles Wagner.
And not a mysterious being.
Not one of 100 aliases or so.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Or a mystical creature.
Yeah,
Hey.
did she believe you?
For the most part. I
There's
mean,
no
I
reason
had
to
pretty
not to.
solid proof.
Fair.
Good enough proof that she rolled so high on the snowflake scale
Yeah, the snowflake scale.
that she actually turned into a wolf.
Not a werewolf.
Just
A
a
wolf.
straight wolf.
All right.
Which is a pretty rare power.
All right,
So-
but after I am done with the sheriff, I'm actually gonna go over to the rocks, to the gate.
Okay. So you're on your way up there. We're gonna cut over to Venora because we haven't met up with Venora in a while, and I assume, well, Charles is bar hopping. You sit down for dinner with your family for the first time in a while because you've been, as you put it, busy. And at this point, dinner's starting to wind down.
Okay.
There's a knock at the door. Your mother gets up. She answers the door. And then she goes, "Fenora, there's somebody here for you."
Okay, I'm gonna look, see who it is.
Because your mom's kind of standing in the doorway chatting with somebody, you're not 100% sure. But judging by the fact that it appears to be a tall, somewhat muscular teenage boy, you're pretty sure it's Alex.
Oh gosh, what does he want? Okay, gonna show up with arms crossed, like yes.
I'll give you two a moment, and she walks down the hallway. But you're pretty sure you don't actually see her, hear her footprints.
He's peeking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
you know-
juicy gossip. I think she's
Gonna leave this.
adorable and leave her alone.
And with that, Alex goes, "Hey, again, I know what you said in that text, but I wanted to know if maybe you wanted to go to the homecoming dance with me."
Wow. You could have asked any other female at school, and they would have said yes. And yet you chose the one who wore a tinfoil hat to school for a week. Because I didn't like the new girl. Either you have really poor taste or you're really stupid. I'm sorry. I'm being really rude. I'm not used to this.
He's dumbfounded. Of the responses he was expecting, being insulted probably
was high on the list.
Yeah. Maybe expecting you to say no, but being insulted.
Look, I don't know what you think was going on during my air of pity on you, but look, that's all it was. I was just doing a job. If you actually want to be my friend, then just say that. But I guess you did because you asked me out, but like, I'm not going. I'm not going, okay? So even if this isn't an option, I'm not going.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. You have a good night then.
Wait, Alex. I'm sorry. You know John Mulaney? You see, I'm not old enough to drink yet, so I don't have the excuse that I was drunk.
That's
So
angry and
I'm gonna
drunk.
steal his line and say, my excuse is that I'm loud and mean. So I am not presenting what I'm trying to say well, because I don't really have friends. I was expecting you that once this thing blew over for you to go back to your old group of friends, to your old ways of habits, and to not think about this ever again, because that was embarrassing. Yes?
I mean, you know, I kind of thought I would too, but I mean, look, Vanilla, I never had a problem with you specifically, and I know how I come off sometimes, but like, I try not to be a horrible person, I guess. Like, I know sometimes I shove Jerry in a locker, but if you've ever actually talked to Jerry, the dude's kind of an asshole. He kind of deserves to be put in a locker once in a while. Like, he really thinks that he's God's gift to mankind. Like, no joke.
Alright, well, how about this? Let's be friends at school, and that's it, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to homecoming. Thank you for offering, but I'm not going.
Okay. I guess I'll see you Monday then?
Yeah. See you Monday.
Okay. Bye. And
Bye.
So he leaves. I'm assuming you shut the door behind him.
Yep. I'm gonna look at Mom like, well...
And she's standing at the end of the hallway, leaning against the wall. Well, I think you managed to save it. You definitely came off a little blunt. I'm trying to say this nice, honey, but
as you can tell, I don't care. Just say what you have to say. I was rude, I know.
Yes. But the good news is I think managed to save it. And, I mean, I'm not saying you have to go to homecoming, but I think you'd still go if you changed your mind.
Yeah, if I change my mind. Sure. I'll think about that.
Okay. Come on. I made pie. Let's get some dessert.
Okay.
Like, she's a parent. Parents do this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We all know it. We've all been there. And so you go get pie. What's Venora's favorite kind of pie?
I don't like pie. But I put up with it because my family loves me, so. The most bearable would probably be apple.
Okay, so your mom thinks it's your favorite kind of pie, so that's
Yay!
that's what she made.
Yay.
So we'll jump over to Kyo. Kyo, at some point, Drew's gonna take you back home, drop you off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go inside? Do you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing just go inside because I really don't know what else he might do. He's already reached out, which is strange enough. So I think he'd just go back inside the house.
Okay. I do walk up to the door. In your ear, nice whispery voice, you hear, well, he's cute.
In the same whispery voice from earlier, or
Yes.
okay. His response is again to ignore it because first time is whatever. Second time is just a coincidence. If it happens a third time, that's when something's happening. So he ignores it again the second time, but this time he makes a mental note like, okay, this is the second time something weird like this has happened.
Okay. I'm assuming you unlock the door and go inside.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of goes and like he already ate, so he probably just goes up to his room, makes sure that he didn't I don't know, like he just goes back upstairs, starts hanging out, goes on his phone or something, I don't know.
Okay. You get up to your room. As soon as you shut the door, you hear, I hope you don't forget about me.
All right, and that's weird enough that he just kind of looked up and, all right, what the fuck? Like he's just kind of looking around his room, like, what kind of trick is this? What's going on?
We hear, Kyo, you can save me.
Yeah, isn't funny. It's not. It's actually pretty fucked up. So, you can quit it.
But, Kyo, don't you miss me?
Um, so Okay. I'll play into this. Probably 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to prove you're not a fucked up prank. Let's go. Timer starts now.
Okay. So, what would be something that your friend knew about you that nobody else definitely knew?
Nobody else.
Or that nobody else would know. I'm sorry.
All right. He and her wrote down, like, carved in, like, so like a bed frame, and now it's like off the ground. So they went under the bed when they were kids and carved their names into the bed frame of his parents' bed frame. So it's the same one that he still has now, but like no one knows that they did that. They carved their names into the bed frame in his parents' room, like underneath, like on the inside of it,
Okay.
so that no one would see it and they wouldn't get fucked up. They wouldn't get in trouble for it.
Okay. So, you make this declaration that they have a limited time to prove this isn't just a prank. As soon as you say that, you hear, "We carved our names."
All right, so we got some ghost shit going on. Aaliyah, why are you doing this now? It's been 4 years.
I don't like it here anymore. It's so cold.
Yeah, that's death. What do you want? Why are you doing this now? He's like shaking a little bit, like he's not comfortable with this situation.
Because you can bring me back. You can save me.
I can't do shit. Anything with necromancy, not my alley. I'd fuck it up, and you would be worse off.
Kia, the key. The secret is the key.
I'm not touching that shit. The hellhole has brought too many bad things here. I'm not fucking with anything like that. This is... Look, Aaliyah, you need to find a way to move on. I'm not helping you. I can't do that.
But Kia, it hurts.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Didn't hurt just you, so just fucking move on. I had to, you have to.
But we can fix it all. Make it all right.
He gets up and leaves his room.
Okay, so Q gets up and leaves his room, and we're gonna jump over to Charles, who's walking into the woods. Charles, as you're walking in,
Yep.
you hear, Are you coming to save me, Charles?
I just keep walking, holding my little obsidian a little tighter.
I hope you help me. So when you finally get to the gate, what do you do?
I start looking for the Algius rune.
Okay.
I know what it should look like.
Yep. You.
Oh, and the other time I found what looked like to be the slots.
Yeah. Yep. So you find it. It's covered in dirt and pollen. But you find it much like you did before. There's a pretty good impression in the rock of it. So yeah, you find it.
I'm gonna try to turn it.
Okay. Give me a forceful roll. Let's see if you can turn this.
1.
The one you feel a little bit of give, but it doesn't turn. So it's like when you're trying to open a jar and you can feel the lid move a little bit, but you just can't get it to pop off.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pry it off with my knife.
Okay. How exactly are you trying to do it with your knife? Are you just trying to forcefully pry with your knife, or are you looking for a specific way to get leverage?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the knife in behind part of it if I can.
Okay. If you're trying to be smart about it and get leverage, roll clever.
0.
You almost get the knife in there, and you think you got it, and just as you try to use it as leverage, the tip of the knife snaps off.
Shit, he curses to himself. And it's probably a little painful because the knife kind of represents his tails.
Yep.
So yeah, he hops up and down like something just bit him in the ass. Alright, he's gonna take a second and then look down at his phone and open up the group chat.
Okay.
He's gonna text, does anyone know anything about about the runes?
Runes on what?
I know about certain runes. What are you looking for?
These keys come out, guys.
They do? Question mark explanation like.
The keys
Wait,
come
hold
out?
on. I'm gonna be there.
I mentioned it before, but none of you seemed to believe me.
I wasn't here. I was absent for that field trip.
I don't remember disbelieving you that the keys came loose.
I remember it quite well.
I think I remember him saying something, and I think you just more dismissed it just because there was a bunch of other things going on.
That's likely what happened. Was like, no, can't deal with that right now. So I'm gonna say I'll be there in a minute, and I'm gonna head to the hellhole.
No rush. Come quietly. Just because she's in jail doesn't mean she doesn't have control over these people.
Her range isn't that wide.
It might be bigger than you think.
So
Yeah, okay.
you have this exchange, and then something taps you on the shoulder.
Go look.
No.
Me?
Yeah, you,
Oh.
Charles. Sorry.
I turn around very quickly with my knife.
Who is it that you lost?
Her name was Marie, but I called her Cherry. Because that was the name of the goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn around, and before you stands Sherry. Unlike what Venora saw before, she most she seems to be more whole. She doesn't flicker. You can't see through her, but she oddly glows.
I just stand there kind of stunned without anything to say for a minute.
Aren't you happy to see me?
You have a lot more parts than last time I saw you.
This is what you can do? Bring me back whole? But they won't help you.
I know me. It won't end. Like, can you imagine if I could bring just, like, anyone back to life? Like, if you want to have a cool conversation with, like, John Lennon, or, like, someone who wasn't a jerk in real life, like, I can't do that. I'm not that man.
You always get so down on yourself. You're more than you think you are. I can show you. All you have to do is bring me back.
If that's who I was, you wouldn't have died.
It was never your fault. We both made choices.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
But we can fix them. You can fix them. Make everything right.
I'm going to do what I did last time and throw the obsidian knife at her.
Okay, you do that, and it goes through her. And she gets weaker. Like, she doesn't dissipate, but now she looks more like she did when what Venora saw. She's kind of fades in and out. Now you can definitely see through her. Oh, why would you do that? You can save me.
I can't save myself. And I'm gonna walk through her.
You do? You go right through her. And
then I'm gonna grab the knife out of the tree or whatever.
Okay.
And apparently, like, it'd be funny if it accidentally got stuck in me. Like, I showed up at the worst time, punk.
You know what?
But no.
Give her a fate point.
Let's roll to find out.
You know, I was either thinking that, or let me look at something real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're gonna kill me now.
Well, I didn't say I was going to kill you, but I am going to compel your witness, the wallflower within you, that you did get there, and that you were just sitting there, watching him talk to this person in the shadows.
I would totally
You totally do that? You're going to take the fate point?
He needs his time alone, but this is interesting.
I'm your soap opera now.
Okay, both of you roll quick.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no! Can I roll using the newly acquired?
Yep, you can reroll if you want to do that.
Better.
Better.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it stand. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
re-roll myself.
You're not gonna try to hit
Oh,
her.
did you?
Can I?
Oh,
Am I
you
still
got the
gonna get
one.
hit?
We both have one
Okay.
now.
Yeah, you both have one.
I will be willing to spend another fate to not get hit.
Okay. If you take the +2, you'll be fine.
Okay.
So, matter of fact, you're able to catch it.
Woo! Okay.
Luckily for you, you were paying attention to him, and you happened to notice that his arm went back. He threw it at you, and you catch it.
I'm probably quicker than you expected.
I'm disappointed in myself more than anything.
Actually, I think I'm as quick as you are.
Yep, we're equal on that. Anyway, so I'm gonna wait for him to finish, and when I think he's at the most dramatic point, I'm gonna step out of my hiding spot.
Okay, so
Okay.
after he walked through her, she disappeared, but you can both still hear sobbing.
Wait,
From where?
You can't see her anymore, but you can hear her sobbing.
Cherry?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna walk out on my cover.
give it back.
Yeah, no problem. I'll hand him the knife and say, now you owe me.
I'll act like that doesn't faze me, but I will put it in my log of people I owe. I'll just say nothing and turn away from you, but it's
Oh
going
my
in the
God.
mental Rolodex.
Okay.
Owes Venora.
Yes.
It was bound to happen.
Scored. Anyway,
It was bound to happen.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the door. Well, first I'm gonna look at the sobbing ghost. It's like, it's creepy. Maybe poke it a couple times.
Hey, could you not poke my my haunted past?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're right. I'll leave it alone. I'm gonna go look at the door.
The door is meaningless unless you want to open it. What you gotta do is get the runes out. They probably turn, but I just can't do it. And you're a buzzsaw.
At this
Alright.
point, I show up with a book of runes. They may not be the same ones, but I show up with a book of runes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be like, this is all I had. Like, out of breath, like, okay. I knew Venora was gonna run over here.
Yeah.
She's
Um,
stupid. I brought a book of runes. That's all I got.
I'm gonna look at the runes. Like, I'm gonna ask which one he tried first.
Let's see. Algies.
Can you point it out?
I point it out.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other one?
I forget the name, but it looks like a weird Z.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find that one.
Okay. As you're looking for it, Jessica walks up to you, Nora. She says, "You're not gonna throw me away like he did to her, are you?"
Is that what this means?
It's our only chance to be together again, Venora.
You wouldn't like me. You wouldn't like the person that I've become. We wouldn't have been friends. You would
Ye-
resent me for what I didn't do.
You say that, and then Christine also walks up to you. Jin, I don't resent you. You can save me just like you saved Kelly.
Those are completely different situations.
Can I see these two?
Yeah.
We go, so, were these two more kids in your class? Because whatever this thing is, it's starting to sound like Isadora about our brother.
Sorry, yeah. I think, yeah. I don't... How... I don't believe that Christine would be the person to say something like that. I don't believe she would feel that way.
So let's stop talking to ghosts.
Fine.
If they could do something else to us, they would have by now.
We'll see. And I'm gonna reach for the Z rune and try to pull it out.
Ihwaz?
Yeah.
Can I roll my careful
So-
to try to be delicate with this?
Yeah. Roll your careful. Ooh, 2. Okay, so for that, Q, what are you doing? Are you looking at your book of runes?
I've been probably watching this whole interaction, kind of processing, because if I heard a dead person and they're seeing dead people, and this isn't a Sixth Sense movie, then we have some issues.
You've been dead for 12 years!
So I'm probably just watching the situation, and then if I see the runes on the, I probably walk up and I look at the runes and I start trying to match,
Okay.
like trying to see if they would match any of the ones in the book.
Okay, so you start looking for them. And as you do, what was her name again?
Cherry?
No,
Aaliyah.
walks up, and she reaches out. She traces a couple of the runes. She goes, I always did love this book.
He's gonna ignore her and continue. Because if does she like manifest?
Oh
in the
yeah,
same
no,
way?
Yep. You're close
Okay,
enough to the hole.
then
You
this
can
is-
fully see her.
He just kind of he totally ignores her and just mumbles, this is the it's the hellhole doing this. This can't actually be real." And he just keeps like kind of flipping through, looking for one that matches. You know.
Okay. I mean, you definitely find them. You find, I believe it was Perth and Algiz. And I'm not the best with these, but you find them. You match them up pretty easily. And as you're doing that, she goes, Gail, look at me. This is proof, just that I can be back.
Yeah, I know. He just keeps shaking his head, and like does not look up, and he just kind of points at it, and he's just like, "Okay, here are the runes. What are we trying to decipher?" But he does not look.
Okay. As you do that, as you're looking at that, and Venora, the key doesn't pop out all the way, but it does move enough that you know they definitely come out. And when you do that, all of everybody's ghosts of the past flicker just for a moment.
Okay. It's definitely the hellhole. You're right.
Thank God.
I probably could get this out if I have a tool that'll help. Anyone have anything?
I probably have a crowbar. Let me check my
No.
trunk.
Thanks.
Using the stunt, let me check my trunk.
Alright, yeah, you have a crowbar.
Alright, I go back to my car. I open the secret trunk, pull out the crowbar. And I come back and hand it to you. Here you go.
Okay. Can I try again to try to get it out with careful?
Yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it.
let's throw a crowbar on this
I'm gonna
potentially
re-roll that.
dangerous ancient
Okay.
evil.
Okay.
Let's just throw a
There we
fucking
go.
crowbar on that
Okay.
shit.
So
Do not underestimate a crowbar.
at first, you just can't quite figure out how to get the crowbar around this rune, but eventually you get it wedged in between the rock and the key, and you manage to pop it out.
Okay.
And the key
There.
falls to the ground.
One down.
I pick it up.
You pick it up. Okay.
I
Wait,
wrap
which
it in
one
a
was
cloth.
that?
It was the Z.
The Z
I
one?
was.
I was.
I have ion was.
Okay. So, you pick it up. Do me a favor. Roll your quick.
Me? Or
Charles. Since you
3.
picked it up. Okay, you got a 3? Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Adjusting a few things.
Yeah. I had the feeling the second I started messing with it, things were gonna notice.
So wait, I have a question. Are these keys like locking the hellhole shut?
Yeah, the keys are part of a locking mechanism that keeps it shut. So, taking...
that keeps it shut.
Well, no,
I
they're
thought-
part of the locking, but taking the keys out will lock the keys. Like Cohen putting the keys in is what's causing the
Okay.
hellhole to open.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Now that I understand it.
It was like, no, we're not opening it.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay, yeah, no. So you pick up the key, and as you stand back up, you see Cherry reeling her hand back to slap you. But you manage to just barely get out of the way. But you feel her fingertips brush your cheek.
I thought they couldn't touch us. He doesn't
They can touch me.
Kyo
I
doesn't
pull out
say
the
that.
knife.
That's just me. I thought they couldn't touch them.
I pull out the knife and
Wave it at her.
take a step back, get into a fighting position. I'm
Okay.
very good with weapons.
You're still holding the key?
Yeah, but I'm kind of like putting it in a piece of cloth, like in my pocket.
Okay, she's gonna walk towards you. And she says, "If you're not gonna help me, give me the key back."
What do you give me for it?
What do you want for it?
I don't even
Go.
know right now.
That's a
I'm
good
looking at you like-
question.
Does anybody else do anything?
I'm gonna look at my ghost. Make sure they're not doing anything.
At the moment, no.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on Charles then.
I look up at Charles and Cherry, which is a good little alliteration. Um,
Did not consider.
I look up at Charles and Cherry, and I honest to God think I'm just gonna chuck the book at Cherry.
Throw the book at her.
Wonderful.
I can't, like, to explain. He would not. He's not a person who would do that normally, but he's very on edge, considering like there's a bunch of dead people around him. So he's on edge. Apparently, these things can touch us, and he has nothing that can really help at the moment, because I may be able to decipher the runes, but I don't think that's going to be very helpful at the moment, since we can just like chuck them out apparently. So he just chucks the book at her.
Okay. And I just want to make sure that everything's very clear. Charles is still holding the key.
Yes.
The book goes through her.
That means you need to attack her.
Yeah, I'm gonna slash at her with.
Key.
I'm gonna use the book as a distraction to slash at her.
Okay.
All according to plan.
Roll your. Well, I guess
That'd be a quick maneuver.
Yeah, I would say quick. And she's gonna also try to quickly. She does not get out of the way.
You're fine.
Um.
You do it.
So when you do it, you actually slice open Cherry's arm.
Yeah.
Is there ghost blood?
There's no blood.
Okay, good.
Because that'd be creepy.
That'd be
Matter of
really
fact-
creepy.
It looks like sand. And as you watch, it closes back up.
That's worse. Thanks. I hate it.
That's-
That's worse.
Um,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to say something to my ghosts before I pop out the final
Okay.
rune. So I'm gonna jam the crowbar in to where I think I can pop it out. And then I'm gonna look at Christine first and tell her that I'm sorry. Yeah.
Are
And then
any of them like pissed that I threw shit at another ghost? I just want to clear that up first. Like, kill them.
No. Nope.
Okay, cool. No one cares.
and then I'm gonna look at Jesse and say, although I don't believe that that's really you. You wouldn't say something like that. You were always so open-minded and kind-hearted, and it doesn't matter, but I do miss you. I really do. And if it helps you find peace, I will get your revenge. I'll find him. And I'll put an end to this, okay? I'm gonna wait for a response from Jesse.
She looks at you. She cocks her head to the side. But we can do that together.
No. As much as that'd be nice, I know you too well to know that you actually probably don't want me to do this, but I can't stand him still living in this world after what he did. I'm just letting you know. And maybe if that really is you, you can find peace. And then I'm gonna try to pop out the rune.
How distraught are you?
I'm upset. Shaking a bit and trying really hard not to cry.
Okay. So because you're so distraught, roll forceful instead of careful.
Yeah! Emotions win!
So yeah, no, they do. So what you see is you hear a cracking noise of like the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, as you watch, your crowbar bends a little bit, and then the key pops out and falls to the ground. All the ghosts disappear as the cave, or as the rock starts to sink back into the ground, making a lot of noise. It's slow, but you're definitely sure that the cage is closing. Everybody else can't see her, but if you're still holding the key, Charles, you can still see Cherry.
I just stare at her.
I grab the key so that nothing can like pick it up.
As soon as you pick up the key, you can see her again, Kyo.
And I'm going to put it in like a little casing.
Okay,
Little pouch.
you do that, and at first she flickers a little bit before fading away.
How big is the key?
They're not small. I mean, they're pretty good size. Yeah.
They're like mini totems.
Yeah, like mini totems, exactly. That's
Like this big,
Yeah,
relative to a face. Not
yeah,
this
that's about right.
Okay.
I just felt like mini totem. I'm
Yeah.
oh, that might be a good point of reference.
That works.
Yeah.
Do you put yours in a bag, Charles?
I put it in, like, in my jacket pocket, inside front jacket pocket.
Okay. She fades, flickers away now that you're no longer directly touching the
Touching
key.
it.
Do you guys?
So that's a nightmare. Thank you for coming.
I'm gonna take several deep breaths for handing him the crowbar and then asking, so what do we do now?
Kyo sits on the ground.
I'm gonna look at the
just-
gate.
Just crisscross applesauce. He just sits down. That's it. That's all you get.
Is the gate still there? Or is it gone?
It's still there. Like I said, it's slowly sinking into the ground. But I mean, it's still there. I mean, it's starting to look more and more like just a boulder.
I'm gonna sit down next to Kyo. Like, Side note, I know how to get Kyo out of town.
We can talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
I figured out how this is gonna work. Sorry.
Okay.
Whenever we're ready.
Do you guys eventually get up and make your way out of the woods?
I would like to stare at Charles for a bit longer. Like, what would you have asked for?
I honestly don't know.
I mean, that's as good as it gets. Really.
What, the person you betrayed coming back to life?
Pretending that they still love you, yeah. That's what most people want.
I can't get in there. I can't.
Okay. Probably
I
for the
need to
better.
know that that place is closed because I'm not evil. But I know who I am.
Okay.
And it will not go well
Well, let's
if that vault door opens.
wait here and see how far it sinks, and see how much we have to work with before forming a plan.
I already have a plan.
Okay.
I hide them.
You see, going
Not to
back to your
burst yet.
previous statement, we know you're not evil, but I don't know if we
Not
can
to-
trust you with that.
You don't
Not to
have a choice.
burst your bubble, but that was plan A and it failed.
Yeah.
Like,
You failed at that.
I did nothing.
It was Donna.
I did nothing. I did my damn best to try and make sure shit
But-
didn't hit the fan here.
Well,
I had no. That was
It
not.
is-
It was not my fault that people were bad at hiding things.
But it is a good idea to leave at least one with a druid. Because druids know how to seal magical stuff, right?
magic zip block?
In a way. Just like dump it in mountain ash. Bury it in mountain
Magic
ash.
Ziploc. I'm sure someone at home can figure out what to do with this. Yeah.
But I do think that maybe leaving one with a druid would be a good idea, especially a druid family.
Probably.
And then we can hide the other two.
Somewhere
Again,
close
though,
by.
the first plan is not. The first plan was hide it with 3 different people, and it didn't work out.
So we'll
Should
hide it
we
with
try-
one person, and like with one family, and disperse the other two. Do we want to try destroying them? Should we research that?
Is that possible?
Well, whenever Ada gets back from her casino trip or wherever she is, maybe she can help.
Okay.
Would not surprise me if Ada was. Would not be shocking at all.
So, as you guys sit here having this conversation, waiting for the gate to go down, it gets to where the boulder is sticking about 2 feet out of the ground. The runes have actually shifted, so you can only see one of them, but now it sits at the top of the boulder. It's just a slight indent. Most people wouldn't notice it unless they were looking for it, but as soon as it gets down there, there's a lot of grinding, and then a whoosh, and you're all blasted off your feet.
Woo!
Boom!
Okay.
Good thing I was
Can
sitting.
I go back to fill that little hole with mud?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna go back and fill it with stuff. So it can't
But
put the rune in.
Okay,
Just mud, rocks, anything.
you do your best.
Yep.
So, I'm assuming now you guys leave the woods?
I would ask where you want to go. Denny's? Or do we want to get the other... want to get the other rune that's at my family's house?
Leave it there, I say.
So you want to leave it with my family?
As opposed to what? When they originally made these, they sent them among 3 families.
Yeah, but you said plan A failed, so you wanted to try plan B?
Plan B is you don't know what happens to this one.
Yeah,
And so therefore you can't tell anyone.
that works, yeah.
And you guys
You could
don't
drop
tell
it
me
into
what
the
happens to
ocean.
the others. Oh yeah, because that'll never That'll never
Yeah,
backfire.
I'll
Yeah,
never
that's
Do you
true.
want fish people? Because that's how you get fish people.
I'm sorry.
Do you want?
Honestly,
You're right.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Can I be real? The answer is yes.
I'm sorry. I was thinking like where a person like me couldn't get to it, but I see now where I'm not smart.
You're not dumb.
uh, anyway, so leave one with my family, leave one with the druids, and that one with you. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess
To be
if
fair,
we-
you had plenty of chances to flirt tonight, and you didn't. So, keep that shit. Go ahead.
I'm okay with that. I have enough. I mean, I believe that in enough time, you'll probably forget where you put it. So,
Nope.
He's gonna eat it. Kyo doesn't say that. He's too sad.
uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. And then I'm
so
gonna forget about it.
what's the other thing I wanted to mention?
So, what was your plan for Keo?
Oh, just we mentioned before how since this is Keo's last session that we need to make an excuse for the druids to no longer for him to not be there, and his idea was the druids to leave town. They would leave town because they have the other rune. They need to go somewhere else.
That's actually not
I
a
find
bad.
that-
And somewhere that they don't tell anyone where they're going. So we can't say,
Good.
you don't know.
A good ceiling area. Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a bad plan. I'm gonna
Do
stick
they
with
wanna-
Pretty good. And that would explain, that would made it back to the background of if I ever made it to homecoming.
Yeah.
Because I have a date for homecoming, I gotta come back for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't leave him hanging.
Don't suck. I've left him hanging a lot.
Oh yeah. You should write him like a nice letter. So sorry, but I'm
Cosmic
dealing with
force?
stuff.
Cosmic forces are making my family move out of town?
Yeah.
I know that sounds a little cliche.
This whole thing is a little cliche, but
Nice.
anyways.
Okay.
I think then, if
yeah.
that's the plan, I think that's where we're gonna cut it off. Unless anybody
Yeah.
else has anything they really want to get out.
Keo probably takes it home and kind of tells his parents what happened and actually shows a lot of emotion for one's teenage years and like explains like seeing all the dead people and grabbing the key and says we need to get this somewhere really far away
And we can't
and
tell anyone.
really really protected and we cannot tell anyone, you know, and kind of explains the situation. And they probably like pack up and leave the next day. Like they don't want to waste any time. They don't want anyone to be able to find this. So like he's there for that, gone. Like doesn't tell anyone. Like they don't say anything because they don't want any of this information getting out.
Okay.
Great. People are gonna be asking me where you went. I'm gonna have to lie to them.
You can say I went on a family vacation. There was a family emergency.
That you will never come back from.
I'll come back. I have homecoming.
much like Narcy, there's just a family emergency that
Yep.
goes on forever.
And could I have gotten a little bag of mountain ash from you before you left?
Yeah, if you go to my house, we're leaving, bro.
Actually, I'm gonna bring my
Real
bags, and I'm like, if you guys are leaving, dibs.
Can I squat here?
In
big
the
two-story-
fortress
it's a
house that's
two-story
lined in
town.
Mountain Ash.
Oh no, screw that. No, I
Yeah.
don't like this place. No.
Yeah, it's a fortress.
Yeah, it's a 2-story townhome that's lined with mountain ash in the foundation.
No.
Do you really want that? Like, I'm sure, like, cousins and shit stay at the house, but it's, like, probably him and his parents and his grandmother all go. Because those are kind of, like, the top of the chain
That makes sense.
So
of the family kind of situation.
let me tell you about my plan, because it's strange. I'm gonna take the mountain ash, and I'm gonna put the idol in it, and then I'm going to put that inside the potted cactus on Ada's desk at work. And I'm gonna put a pair of googly eyes on it as well.
It's not far enough, but it's funny.
That is the funniest shit.
So,
Will you tell her you did this?
No.
No.
as she starts
What if
seeing
someone-
visions of dead people, are you going to explain to her why that might be happening?
No,
Well,
my
that's what
question
the
is,
mountain ash is for.
my question is, what if someone takes the
But the
potted
problem
cactus
is
or
that
throws it
Isabel's
away?
there. You have to make sure Isabel doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, I'll have done it this time, but then I'll probably reconsider it later.
Oh my God. That's the answer we know of.
I'm gonna move it every
And you're
couple
gonna
of days,
change it up
probably.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Speaking
Like
of
people
which,
who change their hiding spot and hide and go seek.
Yeah.
speaking of which, I would like to check on Isabel to see if she's still talking about her brother or whatnot.
Okay, I'll let that happen before we sign out, because
Okay.
that's fun. So you go there. The sheriff isn't there, but Deputy Jackson Franklin lets you back there. He knows that you're friends with Ada, so he lets you back there.
And while he's doing that, I'm putting the thing in the pen.
Okay. And you get back there, and she's just sitting there. And she looks over at you. She stands up. She walks over to the bars, and she goes, Is he mad at me? Why did he leave?
That wasn't him.
She starts screaming.
Oh. I
I-
understand now.
Pretty sure that wasn't him.
As soon as you say that, she just starts screaming. And Jackson Franklin brushes in, he opens the cage, and he tries to help calm her down.
Okay.
And honestly, I think that it's not going to get any better for an ending. And it is.
That's the best.
It is time.
Yeah. Good work.
Sorry.
I gotta thank you guys for letting me torture your characters.
That's half the fun.
Yeah.
It was good. Anybody have anything they want to shout out real quick? Anything on the internet they want to shout out?
No, thank
Good.
you.
I'm a player here on Welcome to the Party. You can find me in the Discord.
Yeah, that's how I actually ended up in this game. Was joined the Discord, started talking to people, and just found a game.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Hit me
need.
up on Twitter. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. This was great session. I had a lot of fun. I thought of this about the end of the session last week when I thought up the backstory for Isabella, and I was like, yes, that's gonna be so much fun, and it was. But yeah, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. Every so often I stream. Been trying to play We Happy Few, which hasn't happened in a couple of days, which I'm a little sad about. But hopefully Steam cooperates tomorrow and I can actually play. Otherwise, I'm GM for Vonwood Legends for 2 more episodes, guys. Next week is that penultimate episode, and honestly, I have no idea what's gonna happen because the gate is the hellhole is closed. So
We could just make next week the last one.
we could.
I mean, it
We
makes sense.
I might. I'll see. We'll see how it goes. But next week might be the last one. Might happen a little quicker than originally thought, which is not a bad thing.
Sorry, I closed all your plot threads.
It's okay. I mean, this seems like a good place to stop for season 1. Anyway,
It does.
It feels like closure, except for the Isabel thing. Like,
The Isabel thing's kind of like.
And
Like,
I mean
oh,
that's why
shit.
that's why there's one more episode. I guess at least one more episode. We'll leave it at that. And every other Thursday, I get to play Shadowrun, where I might be playing a new character very soon.
please don't. Please don't. Please, for the life of you, don't. You don't understand. Don't.
She's just really worried that I'm gonna leave her character with my character's child.
Yeah,
Oof.
and I'm a professional hitman. I can't take care of children.
I've seen that movie.
I've seen that.
I can't.
It's good. As you guys can see, we have a lot of fun. The Discord's a lot of fun. A lot of great people there. A lot of big things happening. More and more. So, but that's gonna be it for tonight. So, come back next week for more.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.